In central Indiana, half of our neighbors have no or low access to healthy foods. How many is half? It's enough to fill Lucas Oil Stadium 13 times. It's a problem that stretches from the heart of downtown Indianapolis to the rural corners of the surrounding counties.
So just think about the stress that someone goes through when they have to make the decision of not having enough money or enough healthy food to give their kids. Do I eat better today versus I pay my rent? Do I, pay my transportation versus buying healthy foods? I can tell my patients all day, eat healthy, but if they don't have access to healthy foods, then they won't eat healthy.
The American Heart Association had a vision to combat food insecurity. So the Nutrition Hub was created to help those individuals that had issues with diabetes, cardiovascular health, things to kind of get them to be able to eat those healthy foods. We geared up to partner with IU Health, Gleaners Food Bank, and Purdue University, the Checkey Center for Equity and Health, and then ended up getting a grant with the IU Health Foundation and was able to put the Nutrition Hub into place.
Every week, I literally come and get my groceries and I go back home. It's wonderful. I've gone from one extreme in double digits with the A1C, I am down to a 6.8. I have a steady number with my blood pressure, my cholesterol. Everything is working better because I'm eating proper food. I'm eating healthy food. And once you are putting in the right food, it makes all the difference.
The Match High School opened in the fall of 2024. We serve the near west side and downtown area, and we've noticed that there is a food desert in our area when we're serving a lot of students who live in this area and are going home and not having food over the weekend, which prompted us to create the Weekend Pack program. We were introduced to the American Heart Association grant to be able to start or expand a pantry, and the funding was able to outfit our pantry with shelving as well as stock it with basic food items to be able to start it. Fridays, we have students come and sometimes pack their own meals, and then our student council has a community service committee that also assists in packing those meals who may not be able to come and pack them themselves. So our student council is really involved in packing those weekend packs for students.
Back in January of 2024, Horizon House started this project with a couple other community members. We identified a need right off the bat that the residents coming in off the streets or from homelessness would need food items. Previously, we would get things from just second helpings, and we'd try to make that work. But obviously, as we got more organized and more folks moved in, there was a larger demand. The American Heart Association has allowed us to not only stockpile, but just fit the basic needs of all our residents here. So canned goods, protein items are massive help, and then also just the infrastructure to be able to sustain it.
St. Philip's Episcopal Church has been in this neighborhood since 1901. It's a historic congregation situated in a historic neighborhood. We were seeking ways to respond to the new needs of the neighborhood, specifically around the presence of college students that are moving in. We have an image of college students as being very food secure, and that's not always the case. The funding from the American Heart Association allowed us to purchase our first batch of groceries. It allowed us to purchase some publicity items that we could distribute on campus and put signs out on the road to draw folks in. And the goal was not to provide just nutrition, but also to help college students come and receive some support in a dignified way.
It's hard to address medical concerns, life concerns, all these different things if you're worried about where your next meal is going to come from. And when they're here now at St. George, they're able to just feel like they don't have to worry anymore. They just feel so much better about themselves, and they feel like we often hear like at St. George that I just feel like myself again. I feel like a human being again, and that's really been impactful for us.
When students are fed properly and given their meals, they are more attentive in the classroom. It provides them an opportunity to stay more focused in the classroom, and they go through with a better day.
When people eat healthier foods, there is significant impact that can happen in their whole body, from their mental state to their physical state. Healthy food is medicine.